All right. All right. Can you hear me now? Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to tonight the business opportunity. Hey, guys, I'm really appreciated you might be. Look, I don't know if you noticed, lately I'm not really connect with you guys, but right now my schedule is up and down. But hey, I'm here. That's the most important thing. And let me tell you, right now, this business opportunity is really changing families around the world. Even though, the person he want talking tonight, her mom, she's one of the top leaders around the world. And seriously, since I was looking on social media, I say, wow, I want the lifestyle or hairstyle, And I'll be honest with you, I'm really appreciate it. Everyone I got a busy schedule. Thank you for tuning in for tonight. I'm really appreciate it, guys. If someone is new around here in this chat, please raise your hand or you can raise something in the chat. And I really welcome to if you're new over here. But my name is Jesus Gomez, by the way. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City. And I'm honored to present this tremendous leader to me. I'm really such an inspiration to me, like a young girl, and I still hustle every single day. Now, I'm really honored to present tonight Cindy Salazar. Please, welcome back.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that introduction. It's really good to see you through here. And thank you for being here tonight as well. And I know you're super busy, but you're dedicating time to the team. And we super mega appreciate it. And that's really awesome. And hello to the Windy City. I've never been, but I want to go someday. So here's to that. Maybe later this year. But very
Oh,
good to be here.
uh,
All right, everyone. So welcome here tonight. My name is Cindy Salazar. As I said, I go by many names, actually. You see that Esther here, Salazar. My legal name is Cynthia Lily Villanueva. And if you ask my husband, he'll get upset because I haven't changed or added his last name. There's a long story to that, but I'm getting to it. I promise it's on my to-do list, okay? But yes, Cindy Salazar is also a valid name. I've also been called Cindy Sanchez because my mom's last name is Sanchez. So there you go, a little FYI about me. But anyway, so tonight what we really want to do is give you some new piece of information, which I know will add value to your life. There's so much knowledge out there. This is like the information era, and there's so much information going around. But I understand that with so much information, it's very hard to filter out what's worth knowing. So I know tonight you will at least get one piece of very valid information to add to your repertoire, and so you can evaluate your next move in your life. So if you're connected, it means you're probably looking to expand your horizons, or you're probably looking for some sort of opportunity, whether it's to make some extra money on the side. Maybe you're looking for a new career. Maybe you just want to figure out how this working from home, working online thing works, and if it's something for you. So I'm here to inform you on all of that stuff. So before I continue, I just want to tell you a little bit more about myself, just so you understand where I'm coming from. I did not study business, okay? Everything I've learned about business, I've learned through experience and by getting close to people who are successful in business, right? So yes, I have mentors. My mom is a very successful business person, and so I get near these people and I listen to their advice, and then I, execute on the field, and that's how we get results. So even though I didn't study business, I did study anthropology. We're moving our office around right now, but up here, right there, is my lovely degree from the University of Texas in Austin. Hook 'em horns. I cannot talk to anyone without saying that I'm originally from Texas, but I live in Florida now. And I had a great time in college. I really, really loved studying anthropology, which is social science, which is a study of people, society, how we all function together, right? So it's very, very, very interesting. And you can use it no matter where you go. I use it a lot in business. Now, that being said, I was recruited my last year in college for Teach for America. I don't know if you've heard about that, but basically they recruit young college kids who are about to graduate, and they send them to places within the United States that have a low socioeconomic status, right? And we're made to be public school teachers. And our commitment is 2 years, I say 3. And basically what we're supposed to do is help these kids graduate and go or get accepted into a 4-year university. That's, what that's about, right? Teach for America. It's part of AmeriCorps. So if you've ever heard of AmeriCorps, we're part of that. Anyway, I went to become a teacher in Houston, Texas. I was a high school teacher and I loved parts of it, and I absolutely despised many parts of it. I loved the kids. Okay. I thought that was going to be the hardest part, but the kids are lovable. Not going to lie. Like, they're great. Some of them make you want, like, rip your hair out. I have so many stories, but for the most part, they're good kids, and when if you're a good teacher, you know how to set those boundaries. Cause I was like 22 when I started. So that was fun. But what I did not like was the environment I worked in. No, it wasn't horrible, but there was very little respect for our team. Maybe it was horrible. I did cry every single day. Like, on the last year that I was there, the last couple of months, I cried on my way to work. And then I lost all respect for the administration because they just piled on so much work onto some people. And then the favorites, because there's always a few favorites, they had like no work to do and they got paid better. And then they were evaluated better. They did a couple of things to me like the last year and to a couple of my friends that just kind of honestly felt like a slap in the face, not gonna lie. And I remember during my last evaluation with one of my dean of instruction, she said something to me that was so nonsensical that I was like, are you kidding me right now? You are attacking my paycheck and you're saying you're not. You're gaslighting me before that phrase became popular. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna come back next year. Like, this is it for me. And she was just so shocked, right? I was like, I don't think so. Like, no, I cannot. They were docking points off my score. Your score where I worked was tied to your paycheck. So they would tell you, okay, these are your scores, this is how much you're gonna get paid. They removed points from my score because a kid had a backpack on his table. No, that's just not gonna happen, okay? I not only created curriculum district-wide for one of the classes I taught 3 different levels. And I'm sorry, my 3rd year, I had to teach 4 different levels, okay? So I had to create lesson plans and classes for 4 different classes, which is absurd. I was also in charge of the culture of the grade level. I was on the 11th grade chair, okay? So, like, I wasn't the chair, but I was in that grade level. If you know, you know. And I had to create the culture for that. I was also a men's volleyball coach. And then I did all the extra work that my grade level chair didn't want to do because she was so stressed and she taught 1 class a day. Yeah, okay, I'm getting heated again. So that was not for me. And I used to travel, right? And I love traveling, but when I was a teacher, I couldn't because 8 months, no, it was like how many months? Oh my goodness. And we only had 2 months rest. So 10 months out of the year, we were working. And then from the summer, okay, no, it's not a vacation. We barely get any breaks really because then they require us to come in early and leave late. And then we had like summer training. So I was like, no, this is not aligning with my goals, my values, or anything. I'm going to say bye-bye. And I was looking for something to do. Really, like this at the simplest, at the most base level, I just want to have a coffee at 2 p.m. Just be like, I can go and get a coffee. I didn't have time for that. I didn't see my family for so many years. I gained like 40 pounds. Yeah, I was a little ball of stress just rolling around that campus. So I remember looking at my mom and her lifestyle. I had no idea what it really was, but I knew that she didn't get the Sunday scaries and she was traveling and she was successful and she was happy. I just wanted to be happy. Y'all, that's not too much to ask of your everyday life. You should be happy. It's like your God-given right. So if you're not happy and things aren't aligning, that isn't for you. So of course, I went and talked to her. I remember I was just so mad one Sunday and she was visiting my brother in San Antonio. I lived in Houston. That was like a 3-hour drive. I got into that car and I drove to San Antonio and drove back that night. I did not care. And I was like, well, this is what I'm going to do now. And I thought I was going to do this for like 2 years, but I loved it so much. And it's been many years since then. I need to check when my anniversary is. But that's what I want to talk to you about. So I do want to share this opportunity with you. I do want to inform you more on what it is about so that you understand what other options you also have in your everyday life. You can do this like as you work, or you can do this, you can eventually, as you build up your income, even replace what it is that you work. I mean, it really is up to you. You have so many choices. And I think one of the most beautiful things in life is to have choices, right? To have options. That's what it's all about anyway. So there's so much going on in the world. I know it seems more chaotic than ever. And honestly, part of it is because we have info like news at like any second on our phones. Like this is my phone and it's always ringing with news, right? I absolutely and then I'm very much aware, like I read a lot because I'm an anthropologist as well. That's never going to leave me. So then I think we all feel very hectic all the time because we are so interconnected. We have health threats, we have pandemics, there's financial challenges, inflation, recessions and all that good stuff. And this is felt worldwide. If it's happening in one country, you're going to feel it worldwide. We are all so connected that we're going to feel some sort of consequence. Global crisis, wars, there's so much going on. So sometimes it's kind of hard to see the silver linings or what it is we can do other than our 9 to 5s because we are so overwhelmed with what's going on out there. But I do give people, and this is probably the part where, to me, if you're going to learn something tonight that's super valuable, other than the opportunity we have, it's this, because I do understand that there are so many opportunities out there in the world. The one I'm presenting to you tonight, to me, is the best one. But if you're going to be looking for anything, look for these 3 things. Whatever you do, make sure it includes these 3 things, and I'll explain why. The first one is globalization. Why? Because you do not want to tie the income of your business or your revenue to one certain geographic location. Because if that location goes down for whatever reason, so does your income. So if it's tied, like a brick and mortar, they're not bad. But if you're tied to one city, like let's say, I don't know, what city suffered a lot? New York City. Let's say New York City, which we all know, suffers a deep economic recession for some reason. New York feels a lot of the recessions, right? And let's say that you have a restaurant, you have an NYC, and then the city closes down due to the pandemic, and your revenue was tied to that one place. Guess what's going to happen to your revenue? It's going to go down. And I think people are very aware of that. So what if your revenue is not tied to just one location, but it's something that is able to sell, or you can market worldwide? So you're not depending on the economy of one city, you are depending on the economy of the world. And believe it or not, even though some places don't do so well, sometimes other places still have a lot of money moving. I'm going to give you an example. During the 2008 recession, a lot of places felt it very hard. California, gosh, those people felt it real hard. New York, I mean, there was a couple of states. Houston was a city that did pretty well. It was very stable during the recession. So, if your economy only depends on California, New York, or some other places, it could suffer. But if it's worldwide, then your chances of being, of any of the global threats affecting your business, they're lower. Okay, so make sure you locate something that you can do at a global scale. So of course, most of these businesses are internet businesses, right? Another thing is rentability. So you do not want to have too much overhead or spend too much money investing in a company or in a business, especially if you do not have the assets to do so. So let's say you don't have that much money to invest. Try to find something that where you invest that won't completely devastate you. And this is what I mean. Some people want to open, even if it's a small cafe or a restaurant, you're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's not just $500, right? $500 for most people, it might hurt, but it's not going to break you, right? For most people. But when you have to really, really invest like hundreds and thousands, even tens of thousands, for some people that could possibly break them because they do not have a way to pay that back. So make sure it's something that with a good rentability. That means that you're going to invest, but it's not going to devastate you. Okay. So think of how much that amount would be. Anywhere 300, 400, 500, even $1,000, you'll be fine. All right. And that the third part is actually probably the most important part, which is community. Now, this is a part that makes this opportunity stand out more than the rest. Because no matter what you do out there, you can try to do Amazon Prime, you can try to do some sort of UGC, if you know what that means, user generated content. You can do influencer stuff. You can do so many things, open a Shopify page. But very few people, if any, will want to give you all the ins and outs of the business and give you all the insider information, like a how-to from beginning to end for free, okay? People see you as competition out there, and there's not really a community that wants to give you all their information for free. And honestly, they don't have to, because they worked really hard to get this information and they're making it work for them. It is what it is, and that's the way of the world, you know? But our opportunity has a free community that actually helps you build your business from like scratch all the way to wherever you want to scale it, which is fantastic. Very, very few places in the world have this. And with this opportunity, you have a good sense of community. A lot of people out there are really alone, and they wish they had someone to tell them this how to. There are some people who will look back like, if I knew this 20 years ago, I would have been further ahead, right? So globalization, rentability, and community are the three main pillars I would suggest that you look for in any opportunity. And for community, I think we are definitely the best. So what do we have? We actually have two very important. If you know about business, then this will make complete sense to you. If you don't know about business, these are terms you want to know. Our opportunity is less than $300 to start. You'll be fine. This is not going to devastate anyone. It's a great investment to do for something that has such great potential. Now, two really important things you want to know about is a turnkey system. And our company has that. And what is that? That's basically everything is done for you. All I'm giving you is like the key for you to just turn it and turn everything on. You don't need a virtual assistant. You don't need to hire secretaries. You don't need to learn Excel. You don't need to have inventory. You don't need to do a lot of basic things that people used to do for business, because the company already does that for you. Especially in the form of an application, which is the second point, cell phone application with CRM. So this application is basically your secretary. It monitors all of your clients, all of your leaders, all of your orders. It monitors your growth, your payments. It monitors everything with so many reports that really you don't have the need of going anywhere else to look and take a deep dive into your business. And our cell phone application with CRM is customer relation management. So it tracks all of your customers. You don't have to, I know back in the day, there were Excel forms, or you would get like literally like a notebook and write down everything. You don't have to do that anymore. It actually even tells you when you need to follow up with customers or with leaders. So that is pretty intense. All this is included in your membership month to month. And that is fantastic. Very few places have such a full application and just turnkey system for you to just jump in. All that's required of you is to learn certain skills in order to scale your business. And it's fantastic. You have the community to teach you that anyway. So our company is called For Life Research. And let me tell you, it's more than 25 years in the market now. It's debt-free, and it is a legacy company. We've had the same owners from the very beginning. We manufacture our own product, which to me is a huge deal, and actually should be a huge deal to everyone, because the most important part of this is we work with supplements, and we do not want our supplements to have residue of other ingredients that don't belong inside our supplements. I mean, if you investigate into, how do they make protein? How do they make any of this? Sometimes they'll track like residue from other products into like whatever you're consuming. Our company makes sure that our products are completely, safe, and they're pure in their form. So we own our own manufacturing facilities. They're located in Utah, and they're not, some people or some companies like to have everything behind closed doors. Well, no, here you can actually tour, and we actually do that almost like every 18 months, and they'll walk you through the process of how they create the product. So I think that's pretty fantastic. There's over 1,000 employees around the world. We're a multinational company, so we're in over 70 countries, and we have over 60 worldwide patents. So this is one of the most stable network marketing companies I have ever seen, because of not only its longevity, but also its growth pattern, which is very impressive. I know that, there are many network marketing companies in the world. This one has got to be the most transparent, because their corporate staff It's not only, and home base in Utah, but you can actually find them out in the field working with distributors, which I really do appreciate. Now, what is the product that we actually market? Well, we market transfer factor. Is it in the next slide? Let me see. No, this is a short presentation. So let me tell you what transfer factor is. That is basically, our patent is how we extract transfer factor, which is a smart molecule. And basically what this molecule does is it educates your immune system. What does this mean? Okay, so I think most people don't think about their immune system until it's a little too late, until you're already sick or there's something going on with your body. And I know a few years ago, a couple of events worldwide made us all very, very, very aware of the fact that we have an immune system to begin with, because a lot of people kind of forget about that. And anything impacts your immune system, whether your stress, your diet, just changes in your environment, all that stuff affects your immune system. And that's something that you need to always keep up with, because you do not want to get serious illnesses. And, like there's certain seasons, I know fall season, there's like flu season, all that stuff. So we need to take care of ourselves. It's like preventative. So what this smart molecule does is make sure it educates your immune system. So if your immune system is working a little too slow, you're catching a lot of like colds and whatnot, then what it helps is wake up your immune system. Now, for some people, their immune system is hyperactive. So it starts attacking your body for absolutely no reason. So you want to make sure to tell your immune system, like, hey, calm down. Do not like destroy your body just because you're being hyperactive. So let's bring you down. And with some of our product, well, transfer factor has been clinically proved to, activate your immune system cells within 2 hours. So it's very, very good. And it's completely safe. We have it in the PDR, physician's textbook reference. And there's so many scientific studies that you can actually find on the website. Like I tell you, one of the most beautiful things about For Life is that it is completely transparent. So if you want to know more about the product, definitely ask the person who invited you. It's not only presented as transfer factor, which comes in capsules or liquid or gel or powder form, but we also have transfer factor in different types of products, whether it's weight loss, which right now, like I'm training, you can't see my muscle, but it's growing, okay? There's for digestion, there's for like different organs in your body. We have a skincare line, which I love. I never wear makeup, and it's because of this skincare line that I've been using since 2019. And we have, like, there's something for everyone, kids, grown-ups, everyone, no matter what it is that you're into, we have stuff for you. So, and we all with transfer factor. Now, that's the company, that is the product, and I'm just going to jump straight into how you can participate with For Life and how we earn money. So with For Life, there's 4 ways of participating. Actually, you can always just become a customer and try out the product first. We have a world-class loyalty program, which gives you more bang for your buck. So you can actually get points to redeem full-size product, which is fantastic. And that's the first option we have. And you also get a 20% discount for the products. Now, the second way to do this is you can also be a brand ambassador, which is pretty cool if you're social media savvy. So if you have 5,000 followers or more, be it on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, then you can actually have your own link, your own code that you can promote to customers. And for every purchase your customers make, you earn 25%, which is pretty awesome, because honestly, 25% from each sale is really, really good. A lot of affiliate marketing companies only pay out like 10%, if not less. So 25% paid the next day is very generous. So you can always check out that program if you're social media savvy and you meet the requirements. So the third way to participate is definitely through just selling, e-commerce, because that's super popular now. Now, this way requires, your monthly consumption, which is pretty low. I'll show you right now. And then you are given a platform called your My Shop page. And from there, every sale you make, you also get 25% of commission from each sale. Now, the fourth way to participate is what I love and what a lot of people, this is where like the big money comes in. So I know you guys hear like people probably making like larger sums of money, and I'm not going to exaggerate, you know, like whatever. This is a business made of goals. So whatever it is you're trying to earn, we make a business plan with you so that you can actually scale up to that point of how much you want to earn, right? So the more you want, the more work and learning abilities that it requires, but it's definitely possible. And that is very, very possible through the fourth option, which is building a business with this. So it is built of two components, which is not only the sales part, but also the leadership part. What does that mean? So you also have your My Shop page, which is your e-commerce platform from which you do earn commissions, 25% from each sale, which is very generous. But you also get the opportunity to build teams of not only clients who shop from you, but also people who also want to build the business. So let's say someone says, hey, I also want to create, you know, my own teams. I want to recruit people. I want to teach them abilities and skills. I want to do that myself. So I want to build a team that I mentor, right? So you recruit people who also want to sell, who also want to build organizations. Now that requires different abilities, which is leadership, marketing, human relations, business scaling, all that stuff. There's so many abilities there, but all of them are taught through the community. And these are people who not only earn from sales, but they also earn from all the activity of the people under them. So then obviously, like, your paycheck expands, right? Because you're not only like, this is called leverage. And if you've ever heard of leverage in business, it's so important. And I think whenever you understand the concept of not only earning from your work, but the work of others, it's a big deal. And I do want to say something. I think some people are like, oh, I was talking to this one lady last week, and she's like, oh, but isn't that when the person at the very top is the one who earns the most? And that's actually not true in a true network marketing company, especially with ours, because every single business has a structure, it's a compensation plan, which if you want more information, the person who invited you can explain it to you. But our compensation plan is structured in a way that the person who works the hardest is the one who earns the money. So let's say I bring in Jesus, right? And Jesus builds a structure that's better planned out than mine. He works harder, then he can definitely out earn me. You can always out earn the person who brought you in. Will they earn a little bit of whatever you do? Yes. Do they have to earn more than you? No, which is a common misconception. So hopefully that answered that question. Now, I do want to go into the recurring income part of this before I close off. So we earn exponentially through levels. This is what that means. Let's say you connect 6 people. We are connectors. So I give this presentation to the people. They want to try the product, and some people want to start a business. That's totally cool. I connect all of these people to the company. They do their monthly purchase. The monthly purchase is minimum 100 points. So you can actually operate a business for, I want to say, around 100 points can be around $170, which is not a lot to run a business a month. To run a whole business with everything that I've told you that they give us is not a lot of money. Okay. So let's say you do the minimum requirement, which I know some people I know I do more because I consume a lot of products, but that's because I want to, not because the company tells me to. The company will never require more of you. I mean, you can earn in the thousands and thousands of dollars, and the requirement stays the same, which is I really appreciate from this company. Now, I connect 6 people to the company and they do their monthly purchase. For that, I earn $24. There's more money you earn, but I'm not going to go into that right now because there's a lot of bonuses. There's like a whole bunch of ways to earn money with For Life. Definitely ask the person who invited you, but this is the most basic one, okay? Now, I teach these 6 people how to connect to their own 6 people. And everyone is doing the minimum requirement, right? They're purchasing the product from the company and they're consuming their product. So for that, I will earn $1,080 plus 24. See the big jump from 24 to 1,080? It's just, I mean, I think it's logic. You have more people connected to the company and they're buying product and they will enjoy that. So you get paid more. Now, the pattern continues. If these 36 people each bring their 6 people, then you can see how your business is scaling. Now, now you do not know 200, well, maybe you do, I don't know, maybe you're a social butterfly. I know I probably don't personally know 216 people that I would bring into the company. Maybe eventually I'll know more, but you don't have to know these people. These are people who your network knows. Again, this is network marketing. So you bring in someone and you're working with their network of people they know, their friends, families, coworkers, etc. So you will not know all these people, but you have the potential to earn from all of them, right? And of course, in order to grow your business, I'm going to tell you, some people want $1,000. Some people just want to pay their car note. They want $500. Some people want $5,000. Whatever it is you want, just know that the more you want to scale and the more you want to earn, the more you'll have to learn about marketing, the more you have to learn about leading teams, the more you have to know about human relationships, right? Because you're working with people. So remember, the more you want, the more will be required, but you have a community to teach you all of these skills, right? So, and it'll take longer, but it really depends on you, like how fast you want to go. So at the end of the day, I'm very clear with people, like this will depend on the time and effort that you put into growing these abilities, but it's definitely worth it. Believe me. So at your third level, you can earn $3,672 plus $1,080 plus 24, and it continues. Now, yes, you can earn this much or you can earn a lot more. Depends on how much you have, been working with the company. I think people kind of get shocked sometimes because like, that's not possible. I'm like, no, it's just that in this current system that we're living in, we are seriously underpaid for the work that we do in a 9 to 5. It is what it is, but we get so used to those salaries that we don't think we're worth more. That's also a misconception I've heard a lot in the field. And I want to tell you, you are definitely worth a lot more than whatever they're probably paying you. But I'm not the only person, let me close this, who actually has ventured into For Life, who has taken this opportunity, who has consumed the product. There's definitely more people around here. And I want to introduce you to one of them, who is this really, really cool lady that I absolutely love. We talk sometimes like on Instagram, we'll talk also through WhatsApp, and we share a lot of ideas about social media, about business, and she has wicked testimonies. And I want to bring up here Marisa Arias. Hello, how are you doing tonight?
Hello, Cindy. Thanks very much for that introduction. I love you too. I think you're wonderful. I really admire you. And it's a great opportunity for me to share this presentation with you. I'm here to share a product of a testimony of the products. And I used to live in Orlando, Florida for many, many years. And at one point, I think it was after I had my 2 children, a doctor asked me to do my lab work. I was feeling okay. So I went ahead and I did that. And they told me that my thyroid results were not what was expected, right? It wasn't a huge concern, but you know how it is that they tell you this has no cure. You have to take medication the rest of your life, and that doesn't suit well with me. So I told the doctor, okay, I'll come here every 6 months as you recommend, but I'm going to do some research, and I wanted to try natural stuff. I didn't know the For Life products yet. So I was visiting the doctor periodically, and at one point I didn't want to take the medication. At one point he insisted so much that I decided I was going to try it, and I got a rash in my body, and I started sweating a lot, and I said, I'm not going to put this in my body. So I kept going to the doctor, and one day I was introduced to For Life, to transfer factors, and I was very excited because I would hear like so many testimonies of these products helping people in their health, and all naturally with no side effects. So I said, okay, I hear all of these wonderful testimonies. So I guess it's time to try it on myself. and I decided to do that. Every time I would hear somebody talk about they try the products for something in particular that they wanted to correct, they said that they would take higher doses. So I did, and for 3 months, that's what I heard a lot of people say. So I said, okay, I'm going to try these two products for 3 months in higher doses, and then I'm going to do my test again. So I started taking transfer factor regular or trifactor, and this product called Metabolite, which is a product that supports the thyroid health. So what I decided to do, I took 3 doses of what is recommended, like as a daily dose. So instead of taking 2 of this per day and 2 of this per day, I was taking 6 per day. So before the 3 months, I had to do my regular doctor visit with the endocrinologist. So I did my test. I said, okay, it hasn't been 3 months. So probably it was going to, maybe it will be the same, or maybe there was going to be a slight change. So I went to the endocrinologist. He reads my results. I think he thought that I was taking the medication. And he said, everything is normal. You don't have to do anything. And you know what? I had been seeing that doctor for 10 years. And that was the first time I heard that. So I was so excited. And that was about 12 years ago. About 12 years ago, and about maybe like 5 years ago, I said, oh my goodness, I haven't tested my thyroid again. I didn't test it again. And what if it was out of balance again? So I said, oh, let me test it. And everything was normal. I have tested my thyroid like maybe 2 or 3 times in the past 5 years. Everything is still normal. And to be honest with you, I take this sometimes. I don't take it all the time. I take different products. And this, I try to take it more regularly and with other For Life products. But I think that's a wonderful experience that I had with these products. And let me tell you, I love For Life, and I love For Life products.
Yay, I love that. You know, and I'm so happy for you. And we're all like very excited for your testimony. This is I think one of the first time I hear your testimony, because we've talked about business a lot, but wasn't fully aware of that testimony. So that's really impressive, and I'm really happy for you. I think
Thank you.
I'll give so many testimonies. I have mine. I have like a billion already because I love the products. But I guess we're going to save that for another night for testimonials. But hopefully this information helped you, add value to your life, or at least something new now, or something new to consider, not just a business opportunity, but maybe like how to evaluate the opportunities you are presented. But I think for sure this is the best one, because I mean, that's where my family has built all their livelihood from. And I absolutely love it. And you get to meet a group of people who are amazing, and they will change your life. I absolutely love everyone in this group. I'm sending you my love, y'all. So that is the information we wanted to present tonight. And Jesus, welcome back to the stage so you can close us out if you're there.
Well, give me a minute. Right. I'm here. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. I know you guys busy, but I'm really appreciating all of you guys coming in for tonight, and to hear this amazing opportunity. Amazing this testimonial. I love your testimonial, and like Cindy says, this is the first time I saw your testimonial. And guess what? I'm dealing the same too, like thyroid problems. But hey, I'm so appreciated you share with us your testimony, and so amazing. Yeah, thank you, Cindy. You're the best. You're my inspiration, and more leaders that really inspire me to continue, because hey, everybody made mistakes, and sometimes we feel like a throw a towel. But let's continue this journey. sooner or later, like Omar saying, we are on the top of the world. Thank you, guys. I'm really appreciate it.
Right, I think I'm gonna unmute everyone. Claudia, should I stop the recording now?